Hi, hi.
How are you
Monica.
doing?
Hi. I'm very good. How are you?
आई एम गुड। ठीक है। अच्छा, ये बताइए, आपको हमेशा से राइटिंग में इंटरेस्ट था, या आप बुक्स पढ़ते थे और वहां से आपको लगा कि यू शुड स्टार्ट राइटिंग, या आपने मूवी देखा और उस समय आपको लगा अरे यार इससे अच्छा तो मैं ही राइटिंग कर सकती हूँ। तो कहाँ से एग्जैक्टली शुरू हुआ था ये?
वंशिका, ये बहुत अच्छा सवाल है, बट कई बार मुझसे पूछा भी जाता है। इसका आंसर एक्चुअली बहुत शॉर्ट में नहीं है, नहीं इतना रैंडम नहीं था।
ओके।
देख लिया और सोच लिया। तो इसके मैं दो पार्ट्स में आपको आंसर देती हूँ। सो मैंने लिखना एक्चुअली क्लास 1 से ही शुरू कर दिया था। सो आई रोट माई फर्स्ट पोएम व्हेन आई वाज इन क्लास 1। दैट वाज व्हाट एज, व्हाटएवर, 5 और 6। और फिर मेरी जो पहली कहानी थी वो छप गई थी व्हेन आई वाज इन क्लास 6, a Hindi story. So that also, happened early enough. And there's another very funny story. So when I was really young, I mean, much younger than even class 1, like maybe pre-nursery, whatever, तो मुझे फिल्मों से उस समय ऑलरेडी बहुत फैसिनेशन था, बहुत शौक था मुझे। So my mother
ओके।
thought कि ये तो बहुत ही फिल्मी हो गई है मेरी बच्ची, and she's not even interested in education. So she picked up a film fair and she started teaching me A for Amitabh Uncle, B for Bobby, because that was a film that released then, C for Chintu Uncle, D for Dabbo Uncle, things like that. So I learned my alphabets thanks to films. Okay. And उसके बाद फिर of course then one became far more literary, and जैसे आपने पूछा, बहुत किताबें पढ़ी, बहुत पढ़ाई लिखी की, लिखाई करी, and so on and so forth. So in that sense, I was writing since childhood, but there was no question of being a writer because firstly, I'm not from that generation where such things were considered at all, right? We were going to be, lawyers, engineers, doctors. We were that generation, and by my generation, being an IAS officer was a very big thing. So I was going to be an IFS officer. I was very sure
ओह,
about
दैट्स ग्रेट।
it
हम्म।
all the way till college, LSR, Lady Shri Ram College. And there things changed a bit. I felt a little lost doing, I thought I'll do an MBA because I was doing BCom, but then all my friends were going to do mass comm. So then out of peer pressure, I said, let me also go and do that. And then when I did mass comm, even then I'm actually a trained director. So I came to Bombay being very clear that I was going to be a director. And for the first 7, 8 years, I was a director. I was a writer director. I was
हम्म।
writing my things. So it's only after those 7, 8 years, and which is exactly 20 years ago in 2004, that I said, oh, I want to be a full-time screenwriter. So that's, I'm sorry, my longish answer to your simple question.
नो नो, दैट्स टोटली फाइन, आई रियली वांटेड टू नो।
Yeah, so like I said, it's not random in that sense, whatever. So the answer also is that I mean, I have trained myself to be a writer. Yeah, that's how it is.
ये टैलेंट के लिए, जो राइटिंग टैलेंट है उसके लिए, उसको डेवलप करने के लिए आप कोई क्लासेस गए थे, या फिर ये इन बिल्ड होता है?
हाँ, ये भी इंटरेस्टिंग सवाल, स्पेशली आपकी जनरेशन के लिए। सो सी, टैलेंट जो होता है वो ऑफ कोर्स दैट्स गॉड गिफ्टेड, राइट? इट्स लाइक सिंगिंग और डांसिंग और एंड देयरफॉर राइटिंग. Either you have it in you to write or you don't. So, so that's a separate thing. So, like I said, if I was writing since class 1, so clearly there was some talent that was, there already. I could string words together. And what is a writer? A writer is a thinker
Did you
first,
go
right?
to any classes as
That's
such?
what I'm trying to tell you. So I'm just coming to that point. So I'm saying that so talent is one part of it, that that's something innate in you. But like I just said, I did mass comms. I did an MA in mass communication. I'm
Hmm.
a top of my batch. So yes, it's not just classes. I did an MA in filmmaking. So screenwriting is a
Oh,
part of that. Yeah, and then after that, also, I've trained myself a lot in screenwriting. So please understand, when you're asking me writing, it's writing normally, or and then writing for a book, and then writing for screen are three very different things. So,
hmm.
what I'm trying to answer you is that I was writing just normally creative writing on my own. Book writing is something I think I have the talent for, but I haven't written a book yet. But screenwriting is something I trained myself for. That's what I'm trying to answer. Yeah.
Okay. So, did you struggle to work, या आपको सामने से ही अप्रोच आ गया था? Like, how did you actually get into this industry?
This is also something that I've been asked quite a few times and I've answered quite a few times, but I don't mind repeating, this particular story. No, I think I did get lucky in that sense, very lucky actually. So I was, I think, the only person from my, institute in Delhi, Jamia Millia Islamia. That's where I've done my mass communication from, MCRC. So I finished my course, and then the very next day I came to Bombay. And at that time, people were not coming to Bombay because it was a very big thing, to uproot yourself. And I say, I mean, these were non-social media days, right? So nobody knew
Hmm.
about opportunities and things. So I was the only person who left from there and came. So I came here and I didn't really have any contacts. I just knew that some of my friends worked in a certain company called Plus Channel. So I just called them up just randomly, like literally from a shop because I didn't have a phone either. And I just said, Anuradha. So the receptionist asked me, Anuradha from. So I said Delhi because I didn't know where else from. So she thought I'm calling from the Delhi branch. So this is
Oh,
important information in my story. So the
yeah.
boss came online and he blew me up. He just said, Anuradha, you got this, that, and the other wrong. So I said, no, no, sir, you got the wrong Anuradha. There was an
Hmm.
Anuradha working in the Delhi branch. So then he felt very bad. So that's why he called me that evening only. He said, oh, I'm so sorry. This is Mr. Amit Khanna, really, really, famous lyricist and entrepreneur and producer. So he called me that evening only to say, okay, okay, come and meet me. So I went
Okay.
that evening, but I was so lost because it was my first day in Bombay. I didn't know anybody and, everything was so off. So I reached 1 hour late. So I thought कि नहीं अभी तो कोई job ही नहीं मिलेगा ये कैसे होगा. But anyway, I reached there and then I was made to wait 1 more hour. And then when I entered his office, Mr. Amit Khanna's office, Mr. Amit Khanna was standing on the side, but in front of me was Mahesh Bhatt and
Oh.
was his business partner. And
Hmm.
he just saw me there, and Mahesh Bhatt is that kind of a person. He just looked at me and I just entered the door like that. And he just looked at me and he said, are you any good? Mahesh Bhatt does that. And I said, no, I'm brilliant. So he said, oh, great, you're hired. I said, oh, okay. Then, but for what? I didn't even know. So then I said, should I sit down? And he said, yeah, okay, sit. So I already had a job before I sat down. And then we chatted for a bit, and then I realized that acha, he's hired me to be an associate director on his next film. That film was called Papa Kehte Hain. And that's how I got my
Okay.
job. So yeah, it was
Wow.
then samne se. But I
That's
made
quite interesting. That's quite interesting.
yeah. So on my first day in Bombay, I just got a job like this. Yeah.
यूजुअली जब आपको कोई डायरेक्टर स्टोरी लाइन देता है या कोई सब्जेक्ट देता है तो आप फर्स्ट कैसे स्टार्ट करते हो? लाइक आप डीप थॉट्स में चले जाते हो या आप कोई लाइब्रेरी जाके रिसर्च करते हो या आप जस्ट स्ट्रेट अवे लिखना स्टार्ट कर देते हो? हाउ डू यू एग्जैक्टली स्टार्ट?
This is such a good question, Vanchika, and I'm so glad you asked because very often people don't. And, I love sharing my process. So thank you for asking this. So yes,
आई एम दैट.
yeah, no, really. So there's a full process to it. And it's not like this is how every writer should work. But the process I'm going to share is a good process. And when I teach in workshops, this is how I teach as well. So yes,
ओके.
the first thing that you do is what I've named it unconscious essays. So unconscious essay means I just sit down and just write my first set of thoughts, like you just asked, and
ओह
that I
वाओ.
do with pen and paper. That is not done on the laptop. So that my, everything that is in my subconscious comes out. And then I'm always asking, like, what is this story really about? And, whatever. So I get what I call aha moments through that. Then I start working on characters first. Like, for example, today in the evening in India, I'm going to have my first meeting on my next project with exactly this process that I'm telling you. So I've done my
वाओ,
unconscious
कांग्रेचुलेशंस ऑन दैट.
and I'm going to meet my team on, this next step, which is that we start discussing characters in detail, character in the world, which is the world. And what are the characters? Because once you start discussing the characters, you will get a sense of the story, कि ये कहाँ जा रही है and all that. So to answer your question, नहीं लिखना मैं last में करती हूँ. Because in fact,
ओके.
I feel that's the mistake a lot of people make. They start writing very quickly. तो वो कैसे? मतलब आपने prep ही नहीं किया. It's like cooking without cutting and marinating and all that. How do you just start cooking? You don't, right? You don't just pick up something from the supermarket and just start cooking. I mean, unless it's ready to and all that, right? So that's what it is. So to just cap this, if let's say I take 3 months to write a project, then I'm doing the thinking and preparation for 2 months, 20 days. My writing is only the last 10 days. Yeah. That's how much prep goes into the actual writing. And then physically, I'll write it only for 10 days. Yeah.
So, are you a morning or a night person? Like, आपको morning fresh होके, like morning जब आप fresh होते हो तब आपको लिखना पसंद है, या रात को जब silence होता है तब आपको लिखना पसंद है, या कभी भी कहीं भी start हो जाती है?
Amazing question again, because I'm absolutely not a morning person. It's a struggle to even show up here right now. No, I'm just, but no, I'm just not a morning person. My brain is dead in the morning. I'm completely a night person. And I've been since childhood, like even my exams and all I studied for. Some people are sort of, wired like that. So yes, for me, the silence that comes from 10 p.m. So 10 to 2 is my most productive time. And by the way, everybody knows I have the best thoughts at 2 a.m. So, when I have a 2 a.m. thought, now people say, "Do you have a 2 a.m. thought?" Because I have an out of box thought.
में pages भी है.
Haan, exactly. So, so it just, I get those at night. But having said that, when you're a professional writer, by now I can pretty much write at any given time, and I do. So I have writing slots through the day for myself. So, like, for example, I will write from 12 o'clock onwards, noon, and I have some writing slots then, and then I have some. So I have some in the day and I have some at night. But I mean, if I have to, but I prefer the night, since that's your question. Yeah.
Nice. अगर आज के डेट में आपको फैशन जैसे स्टोरी लाइन दिया जाता है, that is, fashion was released in 2008, which is like almost 16 years now. तो आप वही सेम स्टोरी लाइन रखोगे या आप कुछ न्यू स्टोरी लाइन लाओगे उसमें?
Again, a fab question. Yes and no, because I think fashion was always hailed as something ahead of its times. I think it's as relevant today, if not more. I think today's generation and people understand, oh yeah, that makes a lot more sense, because now people see this around them. That time it was like, huh, what? What is this world? Who are these people? Ye kaun log hai? Ye kaise hua? Mental health and all that. I mean, Kangana's character going through all that manic depression was very alien to people. Today, everybody understands that a lot more. So I would say no, I wouldn't change the storyline at all. But yeah, obviously, change the tone of the scenes, because naturally it's 2024. Social media would play a much bigger role in the story, much, much, much bigger, because it didn't really exist then. I mean, it did, but barely. And no, it didn't actually in 2008, absolutely did not. And so on and so forth. So yeah, I wouldn't change it, but I'll change some tonality. I'll make it more biting maybe.
Okay. कभी कोई मूवी का नाम सुन के आपको लगा है कि ये मूवी का नाम सही नहीं है, स्टोरी के साथ नहीं जा रहा है, तो आप लाइक डायरेक्टर को ऐसे ही जाके अप्रोच कर देते हो, या आप लाइक डायरेक्टर कैसे रिएक्ट करते हैं ऐसे टाइम पे?
Hey, I don't really think like that. I mean, of course, I have I have my own shows, for example, which I don't agree with the title. So I have called Rising Honey versus Rising Honey, which is on Sony Live right now. I mean, and that's not the director's job at all. I think Sony marketing has decided that. And I understand why they've created that title, though I don't understand why marketing has to create title. It's a creative job, but I get it. But I don't think that's the most apt name for a show like that. I think the show is about much, much deeper things than that. So, but then, you just say, okay, if that's how it is and that's how it's gotten promoted, I'll live with it and I'll justify it.
Yeah. काफी बार हम जब कोई मूवी देखते हैं तो स्टार्टिंग जो फर्स्ट हाफ होता है वो एकदम न्यू, क्रिएटिव और सुपर्ब लगता है, बट धीरे धीरे जब हम सेकंड हाफ देखते हैं ना तो वो वही सेम रिपीटेड घिसा पिटा लगने लग जाता है. काफी बार ऐसा होता है. तो लाइक एग्जैक्टली होता क्या है? इज राइटिंग सेकंड हाफ रियली डिफिकल्ट, या राइटर्स फैटिक हो जाते हैं, दे गेट बोर्ड? व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैपेंस?
I mean, that's a question you should be asking the writers of those films. but I can answer it for you a little technically. हर कहानी में actually there's a 3 act structure at work. ये हर
Okay.
कहानी, this is the basis of all writing actually. So just I'm very sort of tempted to explain a little more to you. तो पहला एक्ट जो होता है वो 10 मिनट का भी हो सकता है, आधे घंटे का भी हो सकता है. उसके बाद जो है there's something called a story take off point, an inciting incident. For example, have you seen लगान?
Yeah, I've seen that.
जब उसको चैलेंज मिलता है कि विल यू टेक द क्रिकेट थिंग एंड अदरवाइज चिकना लगान, सो दैट इज द स्टोरी टेक ऑफ पॉइंट, वी कॉल इट द इंसाइटिंग इंसिडेंट. वहां से सेकंड एक्ट शुरू होता है, और सेकंड
Hmm.
एक्ट का आपका फर्स्ट हाफ में भी चलता है, इंटरवल पे भी होता है, और सेकंड हाफ में भी चलता है. और फिर
Hmm.
एक थर्ड एक्ट आता है जो आपका एक टर्निंग पॉइंट होती है कहानी की. जैसे लगान में उनको समझ में आया कि ओ अब मैच जाके खेलना है, बट दे गोना लूज बिकॉज दे हैव अ बिट्रेयर, दे हैव अ ट्रेटर.
Yeah,
The story point. Now, these are very technical things which are thought out. ये randomly नहीं हुआ है. ये नहीं कि मैंने कैफे में बैठ के लिख दिया. This is
correct.
story. Okay.
Yeah.
And then and the third act and then climax आपने सुना होगा ये words. Now this is just technically, if I've just explained the film to you, I hope you will look at other films now with a slightly different eye. कि हर फिल्म में ये होना जरूरी है,
Yeah.
और कई बार नहीं होता. कई बार
Hmm.
तो क्वेश्चन हिंदी फिल्म में फॉर सम ऑड रीजन एंड सैड रीजन, क्योंकि लोगों को नहीं जानना है ये 3 act स्ट्रक्चर, नहीं जानना है टेक्निकलिटी, तो कई बार ये जो मैं इंसाइटिंग इंसिडेंट आपको बोल रही हूँ वो इंटरवल पे आता है.
Okay, हाँ.
10 मिनट्स या हाफ एन आवर वो इंटरवल पे कहानी शुरू होती है, तब तक टाइम पास चल रहा होता है. दे आर रोमांसिंग, दे आर प्लेइंग, दे आर डूइंग ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ थिंग्स. ओके.
Right.
So the second half, what happens is that if you've not set up something very strong, the second half doesn't have anything to follow.
हाँ.
So to give it a very simple answer, it's a technical problem. Agar it's like building, when you create a building, if you got strong pillars, it's a strong building.
Right.
The scaffolding is right. If the
Okay.
scaffolding is weak, the building will fall. वो
Correct.
ईंट पे आपने लगा दी तो आपने बिल्डिंग ठीक से क्रिएट ही नहीं की. दैट्स रियली व्हाट द प्रॉब्लम इज, दैट द टेक्निकल पार्ट ऑफ
Exactly.
दैट्स व्हाई.
Hmm.
सो इट्स नॉट नेसेसरली राइटर्स fatigue, it's writers lack of knowledge or often. Yeah.
Correct. क्या आपको ऐसा कोई स्टोरी या सब्जेक्ट अभी तक मिला है या आप सुने हो जहाँ पे आपको लगा कि ओ दिस इज इट, दिस इज द स्टोरी आई वाज, दिस इज द सब्जेक्ट आई वाज वेटिंग फॉर, ये तो लाइक मेरे लिए ही बना है.
No, I mean the only time I really felt that was during fashion for sure.
या.
uh, Also during heroine. These are the two stories, that's why they're so dear to my heart, and I wrote them with so much passion. Other than that, those other stories are all mine, the one I'm writing for myself. Those are my stories.
आजकल सब बोलते हैं राइटिंग इज अ डाइंग आर्ट, एंड आज के जमाने में जब चैट जीपीटी आ गया है, जब किसी राइटर को अगर एक स्टोरी लिखना है तो बस वो चैट जीपीटी में लिख सकते हैं कि चैट जीपीटी मेक 1,000 वर्ड स्टोरी फॉर मी, तो और एक स्टोरी बन जाता है. तो लाइक व्हाट इज योर टेक ऑन दिस, हाउ डू यू टेक दिस?
I mean, I have the same stand as most good writers of the world have, ki karwa lo. Because because we all know it's already been proven that chat gpt is basically the level of AI where, especially at a story level and also in general, it is an aggregator of existing stories. So chat gpt is capable of taking up stories, thousands and billions of stories from across the world, and aggregating it into something and giving it to you. So it's not an original creator. It's capable of कि यहाँ से करके. Sure, a long time ago Bollywood was working the same way, so both things, they were also chat gpt only. So so by that logic, my point is that you will never have anything original if that's what you want to do. So I mean, I just feel that where AI is right now, at least it's meant to be a tool used by human beings, not replacing human beings. So I think so. I mean, and it's already, I mean, Hollywood has already gone and done so much, that they've done their protests and, they've won their points. And I think it's already been established that a chat GPT script has not really worked so far. So I
Yeah.
think it's for exercise or something, or just for non-creative people to feel कि मैंने भी लिख लिया, but that's about it.
So now we'll start with our rapid fire round. Movies or web series?
Movies.
Better actress, Kangana or Priyanka?
Priyanka.
That's taking too long. Acting or screenwriting?
Screenwriting.
Name a few friends from Bollywood.
Oh, so many. Arjun Rampal, Randeep Hooda,
Oh,
Rajkumar Rao. Yeah, that's friends enough.
yeah, yeah. What is the best part about writing?
That you get to play God. You create.
Okay. What are you most passionate about?
Travel.
Okay. If not writing, then what would you have become?
A therapist.
Oh, wow. So, Anuradha, can you talk more about your upcoming movies and web series that you're working for?
So actually, Vanshika, of course, we're all under confidentiality, so I can't really reveal what I'm working on. But I can just tell you that, the path that I'm on, which I've been for a while, is to essentially do clutter breaking and genre defining work. So thankfully, I think that's the kind of work I'm doing ahead. It's a spate of things. It's movies and web series, but my next film is going to be an animation film, and that's all I can reveal right now.
Oh,
And the
that's
rest of
that's
it, yeah, the rest of it is essentially, my show Rising Honey versus Rising Honey is called the long format now on OTT. It's a 102 episode series, and that thankfully has done so well that that's become the new sort of trend, and unfortunately a bit of a formula as well. So I'm being asked to replicate that many times over. So let's see how I better that now, and so something like so on and so forth. Yeah, these are my future works.
okay. Kangana Ranaut is giving good political speeches. So, did she approach you for some good punchlines?
No, we're not like, she doesn't really know me, and we're not like friends in that sense. We haven't actually
Okay.
met since fashion at all. So, no, why would
Oh,
she? Besides, I'm not a
right.
dialogue writer, so why would she call me? She called the best punchline writers in the city. Secondly, I don't think Kangana needs anybody. She's fab herself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's that. So, how's it been working with Mahesh Bhatt? Like, yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Well, I can't even begin to, put all of it into words, even though it happened 28 years ago. I mean, that might be more than your lifetime, but that's fine. So, Mahesh is, firstly, but anybody who's worked with Mahesh but agrees that, it's the luckiest thing for them in this industry, because
Hmm.
for the Hindi film industry, he's really like a guru, who shows up with that shining light. And like gurus, like especially like samurai teachers, he's not somebody who's like holding a hand and saying, "Come, I'll show you whatever." Like a true blue guru, he's testing you, and he's sort of showing you the way and saying, "You don't know how tough it is. Go figure this, but I've got your back." That's who he really is. So I think firstly, I really lucked out to have that job with him on day one. And then, my first film with him where he, like most assistants at that time, he let us just do the film. So I have
Oh,
ghost directed large parts of the film, and which was known he was doing that. I've ghost written the film. So,
oh,
I
wow.
was not to just go right. I didn't even know computers. I learned it overnight because I had to now write a script on computers, right? So things like that. So it's somebody who just throws you in the deep water and say, "Of course you know how to swim because I'm there." Right. So unfortunately, I spent very little time with him, like less than a year. But I feel like everything I know about navigating, Bollywood I've learned from him, because he's really been in the deepest waters there. He's been there, done that. He's fab. So everything that, of course, at that time I was more like a rebellious teenager with him. Right? Anything he said, I'd be like, "So I don't agree," and he loved that about me. that, that I could
Hmm.
just, question him and, tell him off, and
Yeah.
especially philosophically, because he'd be like,
Hmm.
nothing has a point, and I'd be like, nah, that's just, that's bullshit. What do you mean nothing has a point? Everything's point. What do you mean? You know, and then I'll come up with, my philosophy. So I think that sort of philosophical banter, and then that love for cinema and his understanding of life, is sort of warning me, कि, ऐसे आप ये थोड़ी darkness आपको लगेगी, whatever. All
Right.
that 28 years later, also for me, almost every once in a while, I'm like, that's what Bhatsa meant. Oh, now I
Oh.
understand. It's really like that guru who's given you the mantra, and you
Hmm.
will take the entire lifetime to keep understanding it.
Yeah. Right.
That's how fab he is. And that's really why he is who he is, and why he's so revered by those who worked with him.
Hmm.
And just the fact that he's had the courage to be himself, he can shoot his mouth off anytime. I think I have a bit of that from him, that, to just be fearless, and just speak your mind, because you're saying the right things and you're standing for the right things. And he is in his own mind. And yeah, and the last thing I want to say is that while he is known for his so-called temper and all of that, he's actually the most compassionate person I've worked with in Bollywood.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, he has so much empathy and compassion because he's lived life. Like, I'll just
Yeah.
leave one lovely anecdote that, one day we were all very hassled. We were shooting in Seychelles, and, the sun was high, and whatever, there was so much stress. So I ran to him and I said, so, something, something. And, I had that equation with him where I could just tell him, so, what do you mean? This is not working. And he just looked at me very calmly, and he was hassled, but he just looked at me. He said, देखो बेटा, मेरे पास 2 बीवियां, 4 कुत्ते और 3 बच्चे हैं, मुझे परेशान मत करो.
Oh.
So, okay, sorry, sir, I understood. You know, that kind of candor, being that candid and being that, you know, sort of bold and
Right.
beautiful. I think that's just him. So yeah, I think my time with him is something I'll
That's his
probably.
personality.
Yes, and that shapes you, and that sort of protects you for the rest of your life, because I feel I've worked with the best now. So everything after that was just, I was never going to match up. But it also, like I said, over the years, I kept understanding what he meant, and really took his advice, and navigated and survived thanks to all that. So yeah,
Oh.
he's my good.
So, Anuradha, what is your opinion on raw writing like Animal?
Uh, my opinion on the film Animal.
Yeah.
That's so interesting, that because for some strange reason I thought about it this morning. So you're asking me. Ah, and interesting because I was for some reason thinking about my answers towards it.
Oh.
So, honestly, I don't have the usual feminist problems that people have been having with Animal, even though, of course,
Hmm.
I'm not a feminist, I'm an equalist, because I can see what the director was trying to say.
Hmm.
Whether it's the famous bootlicking scene or whatever. I know what he's trying to say. He's trying to show an equation between that kind of a man and women who sign up with that kind of a man. And especially because I'm so into psychotherapy, I get such minds and I get such equations and such relationships. So I thought he actually brought those out quite beautifully. That's one. Secondly, I thought that, see, he's not called his film Hero, it's called Animal. So he's
Right.
saying he's an animal. So this is the descent
The
of a man.
title says it all.
Yeah, so it's the descent of a man from being human to animal. So I like that part very much. So, like I said, those are not my issues. My issues actually with filmmaking itself, because everybody lauded it as such a great film. I thought it was very boring. I thought the writing, like you said, was repetitive, boring. It wasn't rightly paced according to me. There were large parts that were loose. Also, I'm not that broad strokes kind of audience, where
Yeah.
कहीं भी कुछ भी हो जाता है, किसी का फेस चेंज हो रहा है, किसी का कुछ हो रहा है, that's just, it's not my cinema. So as cinema, it failed me. Not as a point of whatever, because जिनको समझना है वो समझ ही लेंगे, और जिनको नहीं सुनना है फेमिनिज्म के बारे में वो बिल्कुल नहीं सुनने वाले हैं. And this is hardly the brand ambassador of either or. So I didn't, yeah, those were my thoughts, that I didn't take offense to what most people were, because these are not the prototypes of men anyway.
Yeah.
So that's
Have
it.
you watched Kabir Singh by any chance?
Of course I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a much bigger problem with Kabir Singh. Much
Okay.
bigger.
And why is
Offended.
that?
For me, that's firstly a good film. That's good filmmaking. I thought he made
Okay.
a far superior film in Kabir Singh. So I always have a problem with a film that is well made but has the wrong message, because that's dangerous, right? Because that's our responsibility. And so, every time, for example, I can say it out there. I remember many years ago, I'd asked Ekta Kapoor the same question that, don't confuse story with storytelling. Your storytelling is excellent, but you're being questioned for the story you're telling. So
Okay.
tell a story well, it's your responsibility to tell a good story as well. So Kabir Singh I found that way more offensive, because that man is far more ordinary in that sense. He's a boy next door to me or to you or to anybody else. Unlike Ranbir in Animal, he's a very exceptional character. He can be locked up wherever, right? Kabir Singh is
Yeah.
a boy or man next to us. And to be shown like that and to justify that all that he's feeling is right, I thought that was very dangerous. And the fact, and I knew that India will lap it up. So I've seen it in a
Yeah.
hall. And for so many girls to say, oh, I want Kabir Singh as my boyfriend, and to say that obsessive and being violent is yehi pyar hai, I have a massive problem with that. So yeah. So that's the more dangerous film according to me. Animal is a graphic novel, it will come and go. It's fine.
Okay, so one last question. What is the story that you are waiting to write?
Thank you, Vanshika, for asking me this question, because I feel often our writers don't get asked this question. Everybody presumes we're so happy, we are sated and satiated with whatever that's happening. Yes, of course we are. So, again, two-pronged answer. One is that it's not just a story, of course. There are stories that I'm waiting to tell. I have 20 actually right now that I'm doing. So the second part of this is that just for you to understand, for the viewers to understand, there are really two kinds of writing, screenwriting, that you could be employed with in any industry, and as much in Bollywood. One is when you create your own story and then you go and sell it, right? And then somebody buys it and that becomes a film or a web series or whatever. The others, like me, we are hired professionals as writers. So somebody has a one-line idea or they have a book or whatever, and they hire me to develop it into a professional story. So now I've chosen to do a lot more of the latter, because that way, one is, of course, we have a lot more work like that. But other than that, honestly, it keeps you emotionally safe and protected, because every time there's a disagreement or whatever, I can remind myself it's not my story. Of course, I've given blood, sweat, and tears to it. I've actually birthed it, but it's still not my story, because my story is something I give birth to, right?
Right.
So therefore, the answer is, what am I waiting for? Stories of my own, which I've given birth to. I feel they're very precious. They've also been a little ahead of times. I feel that, our markets, which I've now understood so well, have not been that ready for them yet, and now they will be. But eventually, I'm waiting to tell stories from India which are meant for a global audience. That's the stories I'm writing. Yeah.
That was Anuradha Tiwari for you, and this is Vanshika Loda signing off for Gold Media LLC.